dear friends. Welcome again to our on-class online classes. This is Education 3000. I am Noemi Payimar, the founder, and today I want to share with you something very special. It's called NeuroFlash 3000, and it's, when is the light here? Something like that. And it's a fascinating subject. It works on the right brain. The speed of the right brain is amazing, actually. And this is what I want to share with you. Let's begin. It's called NeuroFlash 3000. And I will see as well something called EOV. EOV stands for extraocular vision, which is quite new and it's fascinating with the children. Or maybe it's not new, maybe it's something we knew from millennials or millenniums and we didn't know. Who knows? Anyhow, they are both fantastic pedagogical tools for today's children and tomorrow's children. And it has to do, as I said, with the right brain, especially the right brain or right brain hemisphere speed. Those tools goes very fast. That's why we say flash. And it's based on photographic memory or flash memory. And it works very well for children. Yeah, the ages from zero to 10 years old, when the right brain is at its full plasticity, is still very flexible and working very fast and very nice. Then it will go slow down a little bit. That's why somebody of my age, these tools, they won't work that well. And it presents bits of information at a very fast speed. It will, and this is something Dr. Shishida from Japan, and I will talk about him later on, figured out that with these techniques, it will stimulate as well the holistic and intuitive learning. The first person who talked about that is Dr. Glenn Doman. Glenn Doman, D-O-M-A-N. He passed away in 2013, and he had a beautiful view of education. It was called the Peaceful Revolution. And everything with that, I was changing education, and I being all the talents of the kids attended, it will change really the society. So Doman method is used to increase the intelligence and the potential of babies and small kids. It starts with very small kids. It began in 1940 with hundreds of children with severe brain injuries. That was amazing with Glenn Doman. You really start with children with very, very incredible brain injury. And the method was so good. And they were recuperating and they were learning so fast. Then he said, oh, what happened if we do it with the other kids? And I don't want to say normal and not normal kids because I hate this kind of separation. But he said with the other kids, let's say. And it worked too. And we see here, I think I have the books here. It's in Spanish. But they had many books and it's available. You can learn the method fairly easily through the books, especially if you have small children. I will tell you in English the name of the books, and you can definitely, I would recommend you to have them. What to do for your child with brain injury is one book. How to teach your baby how to read. How to teach math to your baby. Yes, math, yes. How to, sometimes we miss, we don't, how do you say, when we under-evaluate the capacity of the brain, especially the brain of the children, and especially the brain of young children. We underestimate it, really. How to teach your baby encyclopedic knowledge, how to teach your baby how to swim, how to multiply your baby's intelligence, and how to teach your baby to be physically excellent. Remember, we talked about the speed of the right brain hemisphere. We saw that before, but I want to remind you. According to Rob Williams and Emilio Carrillo, the left brain hemisphere will process information at the speed of 2,000 bits per second. And the right brain hemisphere will process the information much faster. They say about the speed of processing is about 1 to 10 million bits per second. That's tremendous. And now they say if the two brains work at the same time, what we can reach with NeuroFlash and with a holistic education or a comprehensive integral education, we would reach the speed of 40 million bits per second, which is absolutely extraordinary. Or maybe this is normal and we forgot how to reach and how to get this speed. I will recommend again the video of Daniel Tammet, T-A-M-M-E-T, T-A-M-M-E-T, Daniel Tammet. And I think his brain is about at 40 million bits per second. So I do recommend to see what he does and how he explained that. And that thing is the future. This is it's an hypothesis, but this is what I see as the tendency in young children, and especially when they have an integral, beautiful education that believes in them. I repeat, that believe in them. So both Glenn Doman and Shishida, what they got genius at the age of 7 years old, 8 years old, easily with this kind of method. But then my question is, and here we have to be cautious. Do we need genius person? Is it enough? Okay, they know everything. They have a huge amount of knowledge. They know math and everything at a very high speed. And then, no, it's not enough. Great, very good. It's not enough. And it's even more. It can be even, I would say, dangerous. Then you can have a genius that could do anything from bomb and chemical weapon and chemical whatever. You need, we do need, I need myself to be a wise person. I need a student to be a wise person, and I need a society to be a wise society. The goal is to be wise, and the goal is to be empathic, and the goal is to know how to do things with ethic and solidarity. That's really, really, really important. So a genius, yes, but going toward a wise person, an empathic person. This is extremely important. I told you I will talk to you about Dr. Makoto Shishida. Dr. Shishida, now he passed away. I went to his institute in Japan, and I was, oh my God, that was so beautiful. And I knew his daughter-in-law, and she talked to me about love and love and love, not even the method. And the method is incredible per se, but then, remember, Dr. Shishida said, before he passed away, he said, at the end of the story, if you love your children, or if you love your student, you already educate them. So, and he had a beautiful quote. Dr. Shishida said, dear parents, we have crossed the threshold of the 21st century. What does this new era hold for us? I am convinced that it will be a brilliant century full of hope that will transform the world. This is amazing because he said that 40 years ago, so long ago. And he was right. Maybe he saw this evolution of the humanity. He saw many kids are going to be so different, and he saw a world full of hope. And it's absolutely amazing, amazing. And that's what's happening. And that's happening because of you, of me, of, I will say, common people transforming the world day by day, step by step. On a very grassroots level, but I can see this transformation, and Dr. Shishida was right. He had a very nice method, and Glenn Doman as well, as is math with the dots. So it's called dot chord, and you learn math with a bunch of dots. There is no numbers at the beginning. And you can learn how to read short sentences. Well, you can see here, it's like a long piece of carton or hard piece of paper, and you put clearly the letters, and you can teach to a baby. Like this baby here must be 7 months old. You can do it with smaller baby too, and some very young. Makoto Shishida wrote many books. He wrote 28 books. I know 3 of them. It's Education of the Right Hemisphere in Childhood, Theory and Practice, Babies Are Genius, and Science in Intelligence and Creativity. And it's amazing. He said the right brain, the brain, and especially the right brain, and then he said the entire brain, maybe there is more function we are discovering, is absolutely amazing, and we don't use this potential. We use, I would say, maybe 5%. I mean, this is ridiculous. So maybe now, with this turn of the century and this opening, completely opening of the education and the mentality and the heart, open mind, we will discover much more method, and this is going to be a beautiful adventure. I mean, it won't never be. We won't never go back to the blackboard and the chalk. You remember? Okay, there is one more method. Maybe it's too early to talk about that, but I would like you to know it works, and I saw it in a school in Mexico, and I know there is a school in India and a school in Russia using that, and it's called, in Spanish is Visión Extraocular, and in English is EOV, Extraocular Vision. So basically the kids, they see with their front, the part of the frontal lobe or the forehead, and they can read, do math, and do anything, but their eyes, the physical eyes, are closed. And it would boost as well consciousness and creativity and inner health. And the results are incredible. There is a video on the website if you want to check. It's called Ciudad Juárez, or Ciudad Juárez is Mexico. And you type extraocular vision or Visión Extraocular. This is in Spanish, and you can see the kids doing all the exercise. Then with all when we use the Glenn Doman or Shishida method, it's a lot of cards, and it has to be very fast. So sometimes you get tired of doing much cards. So you can unload them. It's called flashcard printout, PHP. Or you tap right brain hemisphere links or techniques, and you can have that. So how does it work? I will do a couple of examples. You saw the cards, right? You can have the card and you do very fast. Like you have the card and you it's 1 second per card, so you have to be very fast. It's from behind to the front. So let's say you have English, tree, flower, and you pass very, very, very fast. Or you do a PowerPoint. The idea, whatever you do, is to go fast and never doubt of the children. They learn so fast. I did some of those techniques in Iraq, in Kurdistan, and they learn extremely fast. Trust the techniques and trust the. I want to show you how we can do it with a PowerPoint. It's called English. It would be something like that. I guess you can see on the screen. So when we don't want to do too much flash, it's not like a flashcard. This is something I have to clarify. A flashcard would be like, let's say it's a tree. It says tree, and you show slowly to everybody. Tree, tree, everybody, tree. Repeat, tree. This is too slow. This is a flashcard. It's not the Neuro Flash. It's not Glenn Doman and Shishida. Glenn Doman and Shishida goes very fast, so the brain doesn't have time to go to the left brain because it's so fast. It has to stay in the right brain, and the right brain is photographic memory. It's extremely fast. It's just a flash. You have the memory. It's like a photo, and it's forever. I mean, it's a long-term memory, and this is why the technique is so amazing. So let's say you want to teach the planet. An example. This will be encyclopedic memory. You have encyclopedic memory, math, read, and languages, which is going to be the next video actually, as well, to complete this part of the program. So let's say you have the planet. And then you go very fast with the planet. And in that case, you say it. Well, I had to put the name because I didn't know all my planets by heart. So you say Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. And then you make them breathe. First, they do, what was the method we have? They do some exercise, they do some post-trauma exercise too. They build up some confidence, because sometimes they say, oh, I can't do it, especially with languages. And then between the sets of tonight, they breathe. They love this part. They say, Noemi, we breathe. So they breathe, and when you can, the method, especially with Dr. Shishida, would have an adult, mother or father or the grandmother behind, holding the kid and saying, oh, good, and have like some security from a loved one behind. If not, it can be other kids, or sometimes it can be just against the wall, and the wall will be like a steady strength, let's say. It's like systemic pedagogy. So let's say they do that, they breathe, and then they go back. The planet, and then you go again. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Breathe. See, so fast. And then you go again. The planet, Mercury, Venus, or Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and they breathe. And that's all. You do it 3 times and maybe 3 days, and that's it. And they remember everything. So please, we don't do it with any mistake, because then they will remember the mistake forever. And try to pronounce the right way, not like me. If not, what I used to do is invite a very good native speaking person. Let's say it's in English classes, and they would have the perfect accent right away. Then another example, let's say you want them to read English. So the letter has to be well done. It can be short sentences or words, and you put them by group of topics. In that case, it will be nature, or let's say the plant. Tree, flower, seed, root, petal, forest, herb, fruit. Then breathe, we breathe, remember? Breathe. And you have the parents behind that give them a hug or say, oh, that's so good. Tree, flower, seed, root, petal, forest, herb, fruit, and breathe. See, it's the only trick is to go very fast. One more, breathe, and here we are: tree, flower, seed, root, petal, forest, herb, fruit, and we breathe again. So of course, it's more than that. It will be like 12 up to 20 bits of intelligence or bits of information per session. Here I put a little, not too much, because it's getting long after that. And you do it 3 times. That's to read. Remember, when you want them to know to read, and the spelling is written. If you want them to listen, in that case, you put the fruit, or you put pictures, and then they see the picture and they listen, and that's the way they learn how to recognize the sound. Okay, to read, you write. For the sound, pictures of the same topic. And according to the method, not both at the same time. Then I had a class with Peruvian teachers. So they say, oh, this is great. Let's do encyclopedic knowledge on the archaeological sites. So they end up with this. And it's Machu Picchu. Again, you have to be fast. Oh, I forgot. First, breathe, relax. Even if they are very small, they know how to breathe, and they like this part, a hug. And then we go. Machu Picchu, Morai, Kenko, Tambo Machai, Tambo, Coricancha, Sacsayhuaman. This one is Coricancha. Okay, this is the example of not what to do. One was a mistake, so you never do that. That's, you know what not to do. Dinosaur, they love dinosaurs. So here, yeah, you have a very hard time to pronounce. This is when I ask for help. Or you can tape somebody. It's a Brachiosaurus, something like that. Triceratops. Megaloceros, and then you can put a bunch, and then you do it 3 times, remember, during 3 days. And they do remember, and with the right accent. Brachiosaurus, Triceratops, Megaloceros. Don't laugh at me if you're not a native English speaker. I'm not a native English speaker. And then otra vez, again. Otra vez means again. Brachiosaurus, Triceratops, Megalosaurus. And then when you are tired of doing all your slides, you can always unload this one. It's a flashcard printout. It's a free download. Or find the website. There is a bunch of those. So I guess you got the idea. The key thing is to go fast, trust the children, and do some experiment, but they do learn very fast. When I did the pilot classes in Kurdistan, Iraq, the kids, they loved it. And I was mixing with a lot of movement and post-trauma techniques as well, so they will feel good and confident and relaxed, because it works only if in a relaxed situation, no stress, no examen, no checking all the time if they understood, if they know. You go fast, you enjoy it, you trust the children, and that's all. So it's called NeuroFlash 3000, and I think we can explore much more here as well with extraocular vision. Thank you so much, and I see you with the next video. With the next video, we will see languages, how to do languages and have fun with that, and learn language very fast. Actually, you can learn, if you are, and if the kids are under 10 years old, you can learn the language in 2 months. Okay, you take care. See you on the next video. Take care.